Hi everybody, here's your free qualifying round guide with expert division here for the Open 2023 in Golf Clash here on the channel. Please give me a thumb up, make sure you're subscribed as well. Now if you are taking any accounts up into Master, then check out my free-to-play playthrough there. Got a -17 with Kingmakers, a couple of Titans and a Katana. So make sure you check that one out if you want to save on a few premium balls or if it's your first time in Master. As always, plenty of drops here as well. Put in some tweaks according to wind angle, wind strength, your club's balls and play style, and you should be very nicely qualified indeed. Timestamps in the description down below. Best of luck. Here we go. I'm going to play quarterback rough bump here with a side spin 3 ball. I'm going with 2.8 backspin and 3 bars side spin to the left. Add your spin first and set up here as I'm doing very comfortably in the rough. Ball guide 1 green square through the hole. You can see there about 3/4 of the red ring is going to be outside the rough onto the fairway, but primary focus is going to be the ball guide once you've added spin. Adjustment here is a maximum distance, 0 elevation, and we are using power 3 numbers. For me, that is exactly 8 rings for an 8.2 mph wind. Centre the ball, of course, subject to any wind angle tweaks that you might need to put in to increase your drop rate. This is going to be very comfortably bouncing in the rough, rolling onto the green, and falling in there for a hole-in-one. No chance to go aggressive in this wind, especially not with free to play, so we're going to lay up. Start with the quarterback, and we're going white ring touching the rough on the right at the top of +6. Then we're going to switch to the rock and add spin. You will need the thorn for your second shot. We're going with 3 top spin and 3 right spin. Very simple adjustment here. We are going to go 1 to 1. So if your wind is 8.3, you're going to pull 8.3 rings. So you don't need to mess around with your wind apps for this one. Once we've done that, we're going to go with a circle drop over power. You can see there's the circle drop. So exactly at the point where you first see that circle drop, no curl, but hit perfect. And you'll see this one bounces very comfortably over the rough and is going to roll along this circular piece of fairway, not threatening the rough on the other side. Drive distance is going to be around 315. Second shot, red fringe check. So red ring touching the beginning of the fringe where it meets the green at the back of the green in line with the pin gives me +3. Then I'm adding 1 bar of backspin and 1 bar of right spin. And then once we've added spin, we find our position. And you can see there the ball guide is going to the pin. Once we've done that, time to adjust. So red fringe check +3. We're going to play that one 42% slider, 20% elevation. As usual with the thorn, pulling over the bullseye, so pulling to the outside yellow ring. And then we're going to hit perfect. So 2% per yard. If your check was +2, you'd play it 40. If your check was +4, you'd play it 44. Centering the ball, hitting perfect, going to be a very nice chance for an eagle. Here we're going to play with the Kingmaker, Apocalypse and Sniper. APOC 5 and 6, red ring touching the rough on the right at the top of +8. Then we're adding spin, 5.8 top spin, 1 bar right spin. APOC 4, you will have 20% of the red ring overlapping the rough at the top of +14. Got to push the rings here because otherwise the trees are in the way. So try and push as vertically straight as possible. Max +5. Okay, maximum distance, 5% elevation. And then it's time to take our shot. We're going to use some right curl to get rid of the trees from the equation. Half a ball curl to the right, and then we hit perfect. And there you can see we're not threatening those tree branches, bouncing very nicely on the fairway and going down the centre of the fairway to set up a shot with our Sniper. Drive distance here is going to be around 365 yards. Now this one will be a tweaked value depending on the miss in the video. We're going to go with 1 bar of backspin. And then we are finding our landing position. It's a bit awkward to line up. You've got to keep zooming in. But you can see there I've got the tip of the ball guide aiming at the pin, stopping just over 2 green squares short. In fact, I do a little bit of a modification there, which I didn't really need to do because this might have come in short. So go with my first judgment call on this one in terms of the ball guide placement. Landing position here, we're going to go +6 with sniper 10 will be +8 with sniper 9. And the tweaked value, this is not what I did in the video, but it is my suggestion based on the miss here. For that plus yards, you go 76% slider, 35% elevation. We're always going to use sniper 10 numbers, and we are always going to pull twice over the bullseye, centre the ball and hit perfect, and hopefully the tweak that I've advised you of in the video here will come in very nicely for you. Sadly, a little bit short and a little bit to the left in the example here in the video. Right then, we're going to set up with the quarterback here, and we're going with a katana. 5 top spin, 3 left spin. Ball guide, you can see, is pointing at the right edge of that first clump of heather. Yeah, so have a look at that at the top of +7. Okay, so there's your references. Then we switch to APOC and Guardian bag. Adjust max +0. Try and get the trees out of the line of vision when you are adjusting your rings. And then we're making our adjustment there. It's time to take our shot. The reason I'm going with the katana is just to save a kingmaker. This is a very nasty hole to drop unless you've got send it wind. So in qualification round for free entry, I kind of think it's nice to not be spending kingmakers all the time. Centering the ball, hitting perfect. And then of course we're going to around 320 yards. Now with the Guardian, we are going to go with a 7 backspin, 3 right spin, and then we are setting up here with the ball guide, the second bounce as shown. You can see it is a couple of green square columns to the left and just low of the pin. Then here, even though I'm at +3, I'm just playing this one max numbers here. Maximum distance, 0 elevation. It drops me down into the bunker though, so be mindful of that. To counteract that, I go with it's at the point of circle drop, so it's circle drop OP. I use 0.8 ball right curl. However, it's too much. Take a bit of the curl off. You may get lucky with a drop from distance, but don't forget the slight OP. We're going to drive with the rock here, 4 top spin, 3 right spin, and again I'm dropping down to a katana because the play here is designed for an eagle and run. Red ring touching the rough, +1 with the rock level 8, just at the top of +0 with rock level 9. Here I go 1 to 1. If you're worried about higher wind, then by all means play this with a kingmaker. If you've got wind above 9.5, I would actually adjust this a little bit more just in case you bounce too close to the rough on the right. Half wall curl to the right here. Like I said, it's up to you whether you want to go kingmaker. You can see we're okay there, but I wouldn't want to risk it too much more than that. So if you want to add 0.2, 0.3 to your adjustment, you can do. Drive distance 328. Second shot, we're going to be fine with sniper level 9 as well. Here I go with 0.8 top spin. I would recommend you play with 1 top spin instead, 3 right spin always, and I set up with about 2 rings clear between the white ring and the bunker because there is some tailwind element here. Aim as shown over the bunker, but like I said, don't push it too close to the bunker because the tailwind is going to gain you some distance here. So rather be safe than sorry. +5, and going 92% slider, 5% elevation, that will be +7 with sniper 9. 1 ball of curl to the right just before the circle drops as our overpower reference. I actually catch a great ball here unfortunately, but a great left would be fine, as would a perfect. We just want to get it to green very nicely. You can see a little bit more top spin might be nice. You don't really want to be battling to get onto the green, so I'd go with 1 bar of top spin instead. But either way, you're putting for a very nice katana eagle. Hole in one here, we're going to use the sniper and look at the rings here before we add spin. Blue ring touching the rough on the left and the bunker down below simultaneously. Don't look at the plus yards because it doesn't really matter. You're just looking at the rings. Takes me a while to get my spin sorted here, so I've edited the video. In the end, I finally remember what I meant to be doing. It is 2.5 backspin and 2 left spin. Don't worry about the ball guide. Like I said, just focus on the rings. We are going to have to pull into the bunker here, but don't worry about that. It will all be fine in the end. We're going max +15, power 3 settings, and regardless of your club level, you will need to play this one with Sniper 10 numbers, otherwise you will be under adjusting your shot. So Sniper 10 numbers, max plus 15, power 3, centre the ball and hit perfect. You might need a wind angle tweak or two, of course, but there's a very nice little run down to the hole here that we want to catch. And once we've hit our perfect ball, you will see we find that little route very nicely, bouncing very safely onto the rough, taking a roll onto the green. We get the nice camera angle, and boom, there we go, right at the pin. If you're enjoying the free content and want to help keep it free and support the channel here, head over to patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. Loads of different membership levels, all have the same perks. You get wind charts early, you get elevation sheets, exclusive content as well, episodes of my club guide series up there as well. So plenty to help you out as membership perks if you want to help support the channel. Time to get the NASCAR then. We are going to go with the quarterback, and I'm looking at the blue ring touching the tip of that tree shadow there, the first one. There you can see it. So make sure you're in the right point here. 2 top spin, 3 right spin if you've got wind. Low wind with a Kingmaker, I'd actually consider saving a Kingmaker and going with a Katana. Giving you 8.9 here deliberately to show you that it can be done with high Kingmaker wind or low wind with a Katana. Mid plus 0, power 3. Got to push the rings here due to that slope being in the way. But finally, once we've done that, don't forget the curl. Okay, very important to catch the funnel. Inner wall curl to the right, no overpower. Mid plus 0, I'm using power 3 numbers even if you go with a Katana. Stay with power 3 numbers. We want to catch that very nice route on the green and track down beautifully for a hole-in-one on the NASCAR par 3. We can send it to green here. We're going to go with a Thor's Hammer for the top spin. I'm going to go with 7.5 top spin, 1 right spin. With the Thor's Hammer level 6, we are going here top of plus 1. Different club levels will have different plus yards. Second bounce, get it in the middle of that widest part of rough and the bunker there. So smack bang in the middle of that widest part in the rough with your spin added, of course. Adjust max plus 15. Power 3 settings. If you don't have Thor's Hammer 6 or a club with sufficient topspin, you could actually consider the extra mile level 9, but obviously great balls are not going to be good. Inner wall curl to the right, hit perfect, and you want to bounce firstly on the fairway, second bounce in the rough, and then roll down. There is room for error by the looks of things there. You can have a very simple end bringer wedge to grab your eagle. Right then, final par 5 with your APOC followed by your sniper. Bullseye over the lip of the bunker at the top of plus 10 with APOC 5 and above. P3 max rest with APOC level 4. 2.5 top spin, 3 bars left spin, and then we adjust max plus 10. Now there's not a great amount of tailwind here, and it is going to be a little bit of a shaky needle. If you are worried about that, then if you have a power 4 or power 5 ball with 3 bars of side spin and wind resistance 3, then by all means consider swapping to that because it will give you a slower needle. It's up to you. You pays your money, it takes your choice there. We're going to go with 2 ball curl, full overpower, curl to the left of course, try and hit perfect, but I'm afraid with APOC 4 it is going to be a full beans shaky needle. So do your best, or of course there are other ways to play the hole if you don't like this route. Nobody's forcing you to play it. 380 yards if it goes well. Second shot, this is a tweak based on the miss in the video. I've tweaked the elevation for you. Double white check, DWC. White ring touching the rough and the fringe at the same time for our plus yard check. Gives me plus 9. We're going 4.5 backspin, 2 right spin, and aiming with the ball guide pointing to the hole. So tip of the ball guide going to the hole, and then we're also going to adjust. I went with minus 15 elevation here. It is over adjusted, so my suggested tweak will be minus 20. Try it and tweak it further if you need to, of course. Plus 9 for that double white check with sniper 10 will be plus 11 with sniper 9. Both of those cases playing it 66% slider, or rather that will be what I want you to play it with. Sniper 10 numbers, but the elevation minus 20. Minus 20 would be my suggestion. Centering the ball, hitting perfect, you are going to see this one just miss to the right hand side, but hopefully that tweak will come good and you'll drop the albatross here on this par 5. Best of luck. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.